The Annals of Thoracic Surgery is a peer-reviewed medical journal that was established in 1965. It covers the fields of pulmonary diseases and surgery. It is the official journal of the Society of Thoracic Surgeons and the Southern Thoracic Surgical Association. Article retraction, practice. In 2004, the Annals of Thoracic Surgery published a study comparing two heart drugs. In January 2011, the journal retracted the study. The journal's editor-in-chief, L. Henry Edmonds, was contacted by Retraction Watch to get details about the cause of the retraction. Edmonds replied that journalists and bloggers need not discuss article retraction and that it was sufficient for the public to know that the article had been retracted. Edmonds went on to say that the reasons why a journal might retract an article are personal in the same way that the reasons for a marital divorce are. Current editorial board. Editor, G. Alexander Patterson, M.D., St. Louis, Missouri. Past editors, L. Henry Edmonds, Jr., M.D., 2000 to 2015. Thomas B. Ferguson, M.D., 1984 to 2000. Herbert Sloan, M.D., 1969 to 1984. John D. Steele, M.D., 1964 to 1969. Deputy editors equals original articles equals Verdi J. Dissessar, M.D., Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Mark K. Ferguson, M.D., Chicago, Illinois. Thomas E. McGillivray, M.D., Boston, Massachusetts. Constantine Mavroudis, M.D., Orlando, Florida. Equals feature articles equals John A. Odell, M.D., Jacksonville, Florida. Equals special articles equals Douglas J. Matheson, M.D., Boston, Massachusetts. Equals CME equals Colleen G. Koch, M.D., Cleveland, Ohio. Associate editors equals associate editors for CME equals Catherine P. Grichnik, M.D., Durham, North Carolina. Kirk R. Cantor, M.D., Atlanta, Georgia. John A. Kern, M.D., Charlottesville, Virginia. Kemp H. Kernstein, M.D., Dallas, Texas. Ethics editor Robert M. Sharday, M.D., Charleston, South Carolina. Statistics editor Gary L. Grunkemeyer, Ph.D., Portland, Oregon. Feature article editors Derek R. Brinster, M.D., Richmond, Virginia. David B. Campbell, M.D., Hershey, Pennsylvania. Rick A. Esposito, M.D., Manhasset, New York. Richard Lee, M.D., St. Louis, Missouri. S. Burt Litwin, M.D., Boca Raton, Florida. M. Blair Marshall, M.D., Washington, District of Columbia. Joseph I. Miller, M.D., Atlanta, Georgia. Wayne E. Richenbarker, Iowa City, Iowa. Jorge D. Salazar, M.D., Jackson, Mississippi. Mark S. Slaughter, M.D., Louisville, Kentucky. Thomas J. Vandersam, M.D., Salem, Massachusetts. Surgical Heritage editor Nicholas T. Couchokos, M.D., St. Louis, Missouri. Managing editor Kavitha Reinhold, M.A., Chicago, Illinois. Editorial board Mark S. Allen, M.D., Rochester, New York. NASA K. Altorki, M.D., New York, New York. Hisayo Osamura, M.D., Tokyo, Japan. Kobando, M.D., Nasa Oshiobara, Japan. Stefano Bernucci, M.D., Milan, Italy. William J. Braun, M.D., Birmingham, UK. Alessandro Brunelli, Ancona, Italy. Albert T. Churm, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. John V. Conte, M.D., Baltimore, Maryland; Stephen R. DeMester MD, Los Angeles, California; Jessica S. Donington MD, New York, New York; Fred H. Edwards MD, Jacksonville, Florida; Anthony L. Estrella MD, Houston, Texas; Wen Taofang MD, Shanghai, China; Hiran C. Fernando the 1500th, Boston, Massachusetts; James S. Gammy MD, Baltimore, Maryland; Robert C. Gorman MD, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania; Michael Grimm MD, Vienna, Austria; Eugene A. Grossi MD, New York, New York; George L. Hicks, Jr. MD, Rochester, New York; Jennifer C. Hirsch Romano MD, Ann Arbor, Michigan; Marshall L. Jacobs MD, Baltimore, Maryland; Michael E. Jessen MD, Dallas, Texas; David R. Jones MD, Charlottesville, Virginia; A. Peter Kapitein MD, PhD, Rotterdam, the Netherlands; Ki Bong Kim MD, Seoul, Korea; James K. Kirkland MD, Birmingham, Alabama; Arkal Gud Sampath Kumar MD, Delhi, India; Tomislav Milayevich MD, Cleveland, Ohio; R. Scott Mitchell MD, Stanford, California; Yoshifumi Naka MD, New York, New York; Louis P. Perot MD, Montreal, Quebec, Canada; Richard L. Prager MD, Ann Arbor, Michigan; Gaetano Rocco MD, Naples, Italy; Juan Rossi MD, Milan, Italy; Mark Rule MD, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada; Shunji Sano MD, Okayama, Japan; Joseph B. Schrager MD, Stanford, California; Patricia A. Thisleth-White MD, San Diego, California; Vinod H. Taurani MD, Atlanta, Georgia; Glenn S. Van Arsdale MD, Toronto, Ontario, Canada; Pascal R. Veur MD, Paris, France; Thomas K. Waddell MD, Toronto, Ontario, Canada; Thomas Walter MD, Nauheim, Germany; Song Won MD, Hong Kong, China; Cameron D. Wright MD, Boston, Massachusetts; King Yu Wu, Beijing, China. Official website: the Society of Thoracic Surgeons.